the #1 health show.
Yeah, welcome back to Health Monitor Guides Good Health. On this part of the show, which is the body care segment, we have here in the studio officials from Life Care Partners, and today we're looking at health insurance. And there's another aspect of health insurance that they will be looking at. So you better stay around and get all the information that you need to know about health insurance. And please don't forget to send your comments, questions to the numbers on the screen and also to the email so that, they can attend to those questions next time we come on the show. All right, let us welcome to set Dr. Olatunji Abimbola.
Thank you very much.
All right, and I also want to welcome Ime Cosmos. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, but today we're looking at another product that you have put in place to also accommodate those who may not be able to, access corporate insurance because of the number or because of the cost. And that is the Life Care Flexi. So we're looking at the Life Care Flexi today, and I just want to know why I should take a Life Care Flexi. Who wants to take a shot at that? Why should I take a Life Care Flexi?
Just like we were emphasizing last week that what makes Life Care different from other HMO is the ability for us to be able to capture the different strata of the society. Now, Life Care Flexi is born out of the fact that we're trying to fill in the gap between the number of staff or workforce in organization. So before now, we used to have product that would only allow the workforce, to be up to a certain number, precisely about 20, before you can actually bring your company on board. But because we were losing out on customers as it were, and we said, no, there was no point losing out on customers, would be. So we had to fill in the gap to bring in a product that will accommodate, the compact, organization. So from one person to up to 15 to up to 19, we can actually accommodate. Then secondly, what also gave rise to the Flexi was the fact that a lot of Nigerians would like to access care individually, would like to have retail plans, but unfortunately, some HMOs don't do it. So Life Care deemed it fit that this should be put in the marketplace. So individuals can actually walk in to our offices or go online, go to our website, and actually subscribe to one retail plan or the other, and enjoy the benefits of such.
So as the name implies, Life Care Flexi is you made it flexible to accommodate those who were outside the plan.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So Dr. Olatunji Abimbola, can I know who these people you're trying to bring into the plan are? Who are you targeting with the Life Care Flexi?
Just like you mentioned, we are trying to bridge a gap that is created by the fact that we can only subscribe to corporate organizations. So we are trying to bridge that gap, and our target is to look at organizations with smaller number of people so that they can also come on board. Like our corporate plan is, we have when we come up on our corporate plan, we can only accommodate about 20 and above. But when you buy the Flexi plan, we have fewer numbers of people that can take up the Flexi plan.
Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Exactly.
7.
Exactly.
Okay, and they have the same benefits?
The benefits differ though.
Okay.
So, but at least you have the basic needs that you need when it comes to access care.
Okay, so in my Cosmos now, what are the variants of the Flexi plan?
Under the Flexi plan, we have just 3.
Okay.
So you have something like a standard plan,
Okay.
a classic plan, and of course a comprehensive plan. Remember the last time we spoke, we mentioned also that we do up to what we call the Emerald plan. Now the beauty of this is that every plan actually give you access to Medicare and can cover what we call the in-hospital, the outpatient cover, and some other investigation and all this. So we have basically 3 plans on the Flexi.
So you have the Emerald, as you
No,
said.
not Emerald, the Standard,
Standard,
the Classic, and
Classic.
of course the Comprehensive plan.
Comprehensive, Standard, and
Yes,
Compact.
Classic.
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 Oh, great. So you have 3 variants. So you can actually, even under the Life Care Flexi plan, you
Yes.
can choose, you can still have more choices.
Yeah, more choices
Oh,
yes,
great.
to choose on.
Okay, so Dr. Lanyi, what are the terms and conditions? Because before I take the Flexi plan, I'd like to know the terms and the conditions of the plan.
Okay, if you want to come on board, if you want to buy into our Flexi plan, we have the ages that it covers. It covers up to from 18 and then to 55. That is when it covers up to. Then also it has to be you and your family as well.
Okay.
Although we still have individual plans on our scheme, on the Flexi scheme, we have individual plans. We also have family plans. The family plans can also be bought separately as well. Like if you and your husband, you and your spouse, you can decide to buy individual plan. You might not buy a family plan altogether. So those are the various
terms and
Then also
conditions,
to add to that, like it is expected in insurance, if there are pre-existing conditions, we like for such to be declared. Otherwise, it may render the policy null and void.
If you conceal some information,
Yeah, you conceal information.
that the plan is supposed to take care of.
Exactly. So if you go to the hospital at the end of the day and we find that this is not what you actually gave us while filling the form, it will render it null and void.
Okay, so those are some of the terms and conditions.
Exactly.
Do you give us a choice of hospitals?
Definitely.
Okay, give us a choice of hospitals that you work with.
Exactly.
So I have to choose from those lists of hospitals.
Exactly. So the moment somebody has shown interest, we send you the bouquet of our product, and of course that goes alongside the hospital
hospitals
list.
that
so
we can
you know
access.
exactly the hospital that is
Close to you.
close to you,
Okay.
and it told me what you are buying.
Oh, great. Okay, now, so if, for example, I subscribe as a family, but we live apart, does that affect the plan on how I can access care if we live apart? Maybe the husband is in Abuja and the wife is in Lagos,
Once
or
you're
the
on our
children
scheme,
are in Abeokuta.
once you're on a scheme,
Okay.
it doesn't matter where you live.
Okay.
Once you have bought the scheme, so whether the husband or the spouse is in one state and the other is in another state, you have access to all the hospitals we have. You can
As
just
long as that
choose
hospital is
the-
where
or
you
as long as it is under our network. Although we still give considerations to the fact that when you make a request, maybe when we give you a hospital list and we don't have the hospital on board yet, we can go ahead and
Make a request
for the hospital to
be
become
your
one
network.
of our providers.
Oh,
then
great.
we'll be able to have access to it.
You're really flexible. Okay, so do customers have to call in case of emergency? Do you give them a particular number to call in case there's an emergency?
Okay, when there's an emergency, we have our care lines that
Okay.
customers can call into. So once you call the customer care lines, our services are available to everybody on board. So far, you have bought into our scheme. And so then also we have what is called emergency evacuation services once you're on the scheme. Probably maybe you are in a function or maybe you are traveling and you have a case of accident, then you can call to our call center. Then we can send, we have ambulances that we work with. We have organizations like that do ambulance services.
So
we
they
work
can-
with
they can
them.
come to your
we
help.
also call onto them so they can.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, so do customers always have to come with their card before they are attended to? If, for example, if there's an emergency and my card is not with me, how do I get care?
Yes, the card is quite very important when it comes to healthcare, accessing healthcare at the hospital. I know there's this notion that no, people should be away with card, but we still emphasize that card is very, very important.
Okay.
Why so? Because in the case of an emergency, which is usually the case, people might be unconscious, and
You are not able to ask them what's your name.
Exactly. So you can't ask, do you have a card? Do you have something? So a good Samaritan could actually pick up this card and call our care line or our emergency line, and of course, all ambulances will come, evacuation of course, and all this. So we like to emphasize that whenever you're going out, the same way you have your card to withdraw monies, you can
Have
actually
your healthcare card.
have your healthcare card, so that in case there's any emergency, someone could be there to assist. And
Either you have the card or you have the number. You can
Yeah.
actually have, every card has a particular number.
Yeah.
You can actually put that number on your phone or your diary, put it somewhere so that in case you need to be attended to be easier to get your information when they get to the particular clinic that is within your network, right?
Exactly.
All right, that was very incisive, and I hope my viewers are listening and they'll be able to access care using the Life Care Flexi plan. All right, so I just want you to round off and give me the last advice for viewers pertaining to the Life Care Flexi plan.
Life Care Flexi Plan covers all your needs, all your
Okay.
healthcare needs, so you can easily buy into any of our plans, whether it is basic, whether it is classic, whether it is standard. So you can easily buy into our plan. So we encourage everyone out there to take the advantage and buy into the Flexi Plan, so as to get you and your family covered.
That's great. So, Ime, customers now?
So as the name implies,
Yes.
Flexi
Yes.
is quite flexible in scheme,
Okay.
and the import of it is that we want Nigerians to come on board and enjoy the flexibility of our scheme.
Thank you, Olatunji and Ime customers for coming. Okay, from me to you viewers is that it is very important that at least you take one of these plans, okay? And it is flexible, so it's been put together to suit you. So take advantage of it and make sure you have your health covered, all right? Thank you for being with us on this part of Health Monitor, the body care part. Take a break now. When we come back, Health Monitor will return shortly.
It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show.